Coach, we're still talking about Indiana and the Penn State game. You say it came down to a chess match at the end of the game.
A classic chess match in the final drive, one of the great games we've seen in a long time. This is the 2-minute drill. So you have the Indiana offense backed up, and they were in a tempo or 2-minute drill situation. And then at some point, I'm going to talk about the Penn State defense when they went 0 blitz. So let's go back to the great drive that Indiana put together. They ran 4 verticals. 4 verticals has been around, Gerry, as long as you were wearing those leather helmets back at Notre Dame. So 4 verticals is exactly that. You're going to break down 4 different parts of the field. The 2 hash marks are 2, and then outside the numbers that's your 4 verticals, your space in the field. The quarterback's taught to go with the ball in certain situations dependent upon the coverage. So for example, 1 high, I have that drawn up here. Against 1 high, the quarterback's taught to hit the seams. That's exactly what they did for a big hit. The second look, and you have to give Penn State credit, what did they do? They came out and showed a different look. They played a 2 high look or 2 safeties. What's the receivers taught to do? To bend it in front of the safety. That's exactly what the tight end did. Mendoza threw one of the best passes of the year. And then finally, what did Penn State do in the chess match? They changed up the coverage again. Same exact play. Right. That's an amazing thing. In the game, in the final drive, they ran 4 vertical 3 times. They gave a man press coverage out here with a 1 high safety. What's a quarterback taught to do? Let's go find the best matchup. Right. The receiver, Charlie Becker, made a career catch and put them in position for the final play to go win the game. Classic chess match, 4 verticals. What did Penn State defense? Give them credit. They gave them 3 different looks, but Fernando Mendoza, in a Heisman Trophy potential winning moment, was complete on all 3 of them. All right, Penn State defense. Now it's down 1st and goal on the 7-yard line. What does the defense get called up? At Penn State, they ran no deep blitz. What's no deep? 0 blitz. Right. 0 means there's no safety. There's only 3 defenders left, 8 man up. We're going to pressure Mendoza. What happens in an 8-man pressure is the quarterback's going to get hit. The first time they ran it, what happened? Incomplete pass. Second time, hit the quarterback. Second time, hit the quarterback. Third time, Omar Cooper Jr., the quarterback, bought as much time as possible. And I'm convinced, I don't know this for a fact, I think Mendoza was taught in that situation, you throw a 50-50 ball at the base of the goalpost and let the receiver go make a play. Omar Cooper Jr. made a career catch against no deep.
Coach, this is great. What's greater is watching this on video. Let's go.
All right, Gerry, as we discussed on the board, the chess match between Indiana offense and Penn State defense. Again, I've rewatched this thing over and over again. I'd grade both coordinators making great calls. This is 4 verticals, like we discussed. What's that mean? 4 people are going to get evenly spaced. Right. 2 guys near the hash marks, 2 guys near the numbers. Notice the receivers on the outside. Their rule is if they can't catch the corner, drop out at 15 yards. Talk about a well-coached team. Look where they're at. They drop out at 15 yards. The 2 inside receivers are taught to go up the hash marks. If the hash marks are open like it is here, stay up the hash mark. These are seam routes. Omar Cooper Jr. is right where he needs to be, but again, watch Fernando Mendoza. He gets hit right in the face as he delivers the ball. Ball's thrown on time. This is 4 verticals against 1 high. Okay, the chess match continues. They're going to run the exact same play, 4 verticals. Here's Riley Nowakowski down here, the tight end. Watch him bend. So he's taught if your seam is covered, which is by the half-field safety here, bend it. Here's Mendoza making one of the best throws I've seen in 2025.
Wow.
Right on target. Receiver, again, a well-coached team. Players making plays in the most critical situation in the game. 4 verticals against 2 high safeties. They're going to run 4 verticals again, 3rd time in this drive. Again, Jim Knowles, he gave them different looks. This is man coverage with pressure. See the 2 linebackers blitzing?
Yep.
What's his job here? Take the best matchup and throw a 50-50 ball to go make a play. That's exactly what Charlie Becker does. One of the great throws and catches I've seen in quite a while in this to go win the game. All right, Gerry, as we discussed on the board, this is the chess match, and I can't think of a better call to have down here. What does Jim Knowles dial up on defense? They only have 5 protectors. He's going to bring 6. It's 0 coverage behind them. The quarterback's going to get hit, and that's exactly what happens right here. Think how close this was to being game, set, match right here. So how would you grade the defensive call? I know people are going to get after it. Fans are not happy right now. That's a great call. Quarterback gets hit, ball's out. Now we have 2nd and 7. What's the defense dial up again, as we saw on the board? A no deep blitz again, a little different formation by Indiana. Evaluate the defense call. Is the quarterback going to get hit? He does get hit. This is almost a turnover. All right, the final play of the chess match between Indiana and Penn State defense. They dial it up again. 8 guys at the line of scrimmage, Gerry. 3 for 3 in the coverage. I'm convinced Mendoza was taught to throw this ball to Omar Cooper Jr. at the base of the goal post. That's exactly what he does. Can you fault the defensive call? No. The quarterback's getting hit right as he delivers the ball. Someone makes a great play, Indiana wins. Omar Cooper, this is one of the great plays in Indiana football history.